In an article in 1891 in the Yakima Herald, there was instructions for a cannon for every boy. The principle of artillery easily demonstrated in the home. This article gives instructions on how to make a cannon out of a glass bottle and a couple of chemicals that can be found around the house. And I thought I'd give it a try and see if I could get it to work. Well, I tried a wine bottle with a cork, but I think the wine bottle was way too big. And so I looked for a smaller bottle, like a medicine bottle, in the local antique stores. And I couldn't find any that seemed to be about the right size for a medicine bottle, but I did find eventually a tiny little glass bottle, and I thought I'd give it a try and see if I could get it to work. And I did, with some modifications from the instructions that are in the article of 1891. Well, let's see how it works. Now, before you make your cannon, you're going to want to set up the wheels that the cannon are going to sit onto. A big cannon always is on wheels so that when it shoots off, it can push backwards, which is called the retort. And what we're going to do for the retort for our little cannon is have two pencils, and you want to make sure that they're round pencils, not the ones that have ridges on them, so that they'll roll easily when the cannon explodes. Here's the little bottle that I found in the antique store with its cork. I filled it 3/4 full of water, as the instructions said. And I put in 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And shook it up. The instructions in the 1891 article called for a teaspoon of tartaric acid. Well, I don't have any tartaric acid at home, but I do have cream of tartar which has tartaric acid in it. So I thought I'd give that a try and see what happens. Now, the instructions also called for making a little bullet with tartaric acid in it and putting that in the water. I couldn't get that to work. I tried all kinds of different ways of making a bullet out of paper with a little wad of tissue in it, as the instructions said, and it just didn't work. So what I did was I just put the cream of tartar right into the water. And I used about 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar as well. At this point, you have to get your cork ready to put into the bottle. Now I quickly put the cork into the bottle. I've got my cannon all loaded and ready to go, and I'm going to put it on my gun carriage. There it goes.